Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this live. We're actually live at the SSI Facebook page and also, of course, here at Central Square Mall. Hi, Tammy.
Hi.
So, my name is Nicole of the Beauty Edit, and we hope you could join us. If you wanna, feel free to take a seat and join us for this workshop we have for Nars.
Yes, so I just want to say hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this rainy afternoon. I'm so excited to be here and to be with everyone here. This is like the first of, the lives happening now, and we're doing face to face. And of course, we are also live on the SSI Facebook page. So if you're watching us now on the SSI Facebook page, hi.
Hello. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, welcome to everybody who's here actually at the mall. You can also join us and watch us do this
Yeah, don't be
amazing
shy.
workshop.
You can sit here and join us. It's open to everybody. So today, Nicole and I will be showing you how to achieve a long wearing but radiant summer look that can take you from, day to night. And like I like to say, coffee to cocktails,
I
because
love coffee to cocktails.
I love that too. So especially now that little by little we're all going back to the office and we're finally able to see our friends and family face to face. So I'm sure we have a lot of mga dinners and
Meetups
get-togethers.
also.
Yeah, for
And
coffee. Yeah. So
I
I'm
guess what
excited.
me also, I'm actually super excited because I think the look that we're gonna create today would actually address something that we're also very, some of our issues basically when we go out,
Yeah.
when wearing masks actually, when you wear foundation that actually goes to your mask.
Yes.
So what we'll try to achieve is also a
We'll
kind of like a
try.
mask-proof look
Yeah.
that would make sure that your entire look for day to night will still be there and it would look um well worn also throughout
Yes.
the day. So we're
Yeah.
gonna be able to we'll achieve that through the products for from Nars also.
Yeah, especially with our new accessory now, the mask, right? I think that's like the number one concern nowadays. It's always like, is it mask proof? How do we make our makeup last while wearing the mask? So, let's preface this to say that there really isn't a product that is sure to be transfer proof, all throughout the day. Remember, our face, is filled with muscles. It moves when we talk, when we
And
laugh.
oil as well.
Yeah, and
Throughout the day.
yeah, we produce oil, we sweat. So let's just be a little bit forgiving also to ourselves. After all, we're only human, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and if you want something that really won't move, maybe it's also not so good for your skin also,
Yeah.
right? So we want to make sure that the products that we use are still also friendly on the skin.
Yes.
So we do our best to make it transfer proof.
Yes.
So I'll show you, the steps that you can take in order to achieve this.
I'm super excited.
I'm
Okay.
excited too. So, of course, Nicole's face is already prepped. So you always want to make sure, even though you're wearing a mask throughout the day, you want to start with a well moisturized face, a clean moisturized face. And then, since we want to achieve a radiant but long wearing makeup, I'm going to start with our Radiance Primer. So this is a nice primer because it's not too emollient, but it will help make your makeup last longer and give you that radiant look. Oh, and also, we forgot to mention that we have a game later on, so you can win prizes. Yeah.
Products that we're gonna use.
Yes, and listen to what we're gonna say and share. Okay, so with primer, you want to make sure that you are intentional when using your primer. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to apply it all over the face. So you want to make sure that you're quite strategic with where you place it, because after all, this is another layer that you are adding. And remember, the more layers that you put, the more the makeup will move. So since this is a radiance primer and Nicole is nice and tan and bronzy today, I want to enhance that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to apply this on the high points of the face, usually where you would put highlighter. And then this will shine through your foundation later on, giving you that beautiful lit from within look. Okay?
Nice. I actually didn't know about this tip.
Yeah. Yeah. So keep in mind everything that you apply on your face is another layer. So make sure that you're applying just the right amount, nothing too crazy. Because sometimes, especially now on social media, people love to just pile on the makeup. Yeah, so again, be intentional where you apply your primers, moisturizers, and everything.
I love this primer. It actually feels a bit cooling.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And it just looks, actually, if you're going for a no makeup day and you just want to look fresh and glowing and healthy, you can actually just wear the primer
Try
like
the
this.
primer.
And she's so beautiful and glowing already. Medyo madaya kasi maganda na yung skin niya.
This is
The Radiance
Radiance
Primer. So this actually has an SPF already, SPF 35. So this is an addition to your
Your
SPF that you would
sunscreen,
normally
yeah.
wear. Yeah.
Yeah, just so you know, today I'm actually wearing just a little moisturizer and my sunscreen. So
Yeah.
on top, under the primer.
Yes. So this is like another layer of protection as well. All right. So the star of today is our soft matte complete foundation. So every time I have someone ask me, so do you have a mask proof and basically a life proof foundation, I always recommend this one. But of course, assess your skin type also. Because since this is like a matte foundation, if you have dry skin, it does have a tendency to cling onto the dry skin. So just because it's like uso or new doesn't mean you need to have it. So
Yeah,
assess your
your
skin type.
skin type, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes, when you think foundations would actually be cakey or things like that, it's actually sometimes it's not the foundation, it's really your skin.
Or the
So it's also
application
important,
also.
so it's
Yeah.
also important to actually prep your skin before applying foundation. Like last night, what I did, I exfoliated my skin.
Yon.
Only so for today, it's gonna be smoother also.
Love it.
Yeah.
She made my job easier. All
But
right.
yes, for this one, I think I actually came from the beach, so my shade actually changed. So I'm a
Yeah.
bit darker today. What I wanted to ask you, Tammy, also is how do you know which shade and how can you actually test it on your skin? Where
Yeah.
should you apply it?
All right. So today I'm gonna try out because I know Nicole's normal shade is Punjab,
Yeah, it's
and
so
when I
much
saw her, I was
lighter.
like, "Oh my God, you're so
Yeah, so it
tan!"
changed. Yeah.
So now we are going to do a shade matching live. So you'll see it live. So I'm trying out the shade Barcelona and Valencia.
So they're a bit
And
darker actually and warmer as well.
yeah,
Versus my old shade.
correct. So when you come on counter, make sure that you share with your makeup artist what you prefer. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, like for me, I'm a little bit on the lighter spectrum, but I like my foundation to be a bit warmer. Because if I use my exact shade, I tend to look like a ghost. So
Yes.
I want it to be a bit warmer.
Actually, that's
So,
a very useful tip also.
yeah.
Like, put a foundation that's one shade darker than
Yeah.
your tone. Because
Yeah.
sometimes your entire face also is like not all in one shade. So
Correct.
usually your forehead would be a bit more darker, and then
Yeah.
your nose also. Basically, where the sun hits,
Yes.
it's darker.
Actually, it's perfect that this is her outfit because I always look at the shoulders and the neck as well when I am swatching for her foundation. Because, we want to make sure that it matches the body. Of course, it depends. What if you tan and then your face is pale? So you want to make sure that, it matches as well. It also prevents you from having to blend your neck
Yeah.
because
You
that's
don't
just
want
more
foundation.
foundation to
And you
use.
don't want it so much on your neck also because it could
The
stain your
outfit,
clothes.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So when you go on counter and you want to swatch the foundation, more often than not, especially nowadays, we will swatch on the hand. So take note that your hands are a very different shade from the face. So I always encourage to swatch on the side of the face and be generous when you swatch also. So how I like to do it is from the cheek and I'm gonna swatch it down to the jaw. This way you have, a good look of the foundation. Okay, I think that is Valencia, and we're gonna do Barcelona. Ooh, okay. I already know.
Which one is the right one? So we were choosing between two earlier.
Barcelona and
Live
Valencia.
swatch.
Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, we've covered a good area of the face, and you can see if it matches down the neck to her shoulders. And then maybe you want to blend it out a little bit just to see which one disappears. So what do you guys think? Which one is Nicole's shade?
Yeah, this one is
Barcelona,
Barcelona,
and
okay.
this is Valencia. Okay, to help, let's swatch on the forehead. Okay, this is Barcelona, and let's do Valencia. It may look funny at the beginning, but trust the process. Yeah.
You'll be surprised because it will look so different once you blend it also.
Yes.
So even I don't know my shade right now.
So I think Barcelona for me,
Barcelona.
this
Okay.
one right here, because this one is also okay. She can go for this one as well if she wants to go a little bit, lighter. But this is nice and warm. Will complement her nice tan. It'll make her look, complement the bronziness that's coming out of her skin right now. What do you think? Here, you can take a look in the mirror.
Yeah. So I think it's really Barcelona, no?
Ito kasi medyo
Lighter
it
pa.
stands out a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
So it's really important to find your perfect shade because, okay, think about it. If you're using a shade that's a little bit lighter than your natural skin tone, or like, you want to look lighter, you're putting more foundation because you want it to be even. So you're applying it on areas, all over the face, and then maybe you'll put another layer para magpantay siya. So that's just more and more layers that you have to keep blending into the skin. So that's why I always encourage to find your perfect shade. And what's perfect about this foundation is that it is oxidation resistant. So it
So it
doesn't
means, yeah.
shift. Yeah.
So basically you'll get your true shade, your true match.
Yeah.
Without having to think if your skin is acidic or not acidic. Kasi
Yes.
I think that's one of the main concerns also of a lot of users, whether the color would change eventually.
Yes. So it will stay true to its color throughout the day. Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's do it, Barcelona. Okay, so my other tip is most of Nars foundations are actually formulated to be used using your hands when you blend it out. So my tip is when applying foundation, start where you see redness. So usually that's in the middle of the face. So I will start here and blend it out just using my fingers. And you'll really notice that the foundation, although it's matte, it's nice and blendable to the skin. And it doesn't feel super heavy unlike a traditional matte foundation. And again, you're layering.
Yeah, it's really lightweight. I wish you could actually feel it also. Because I
Later.
don't feel it. It's super lightweight.
Exactly. So, which is nice. Because ako personally, I hate the feeling of foundation on my skin when I can feel it. So this is nice and malleable, and you can really blend it into the skin. And the heat from your fingertips will blend it even more into the skin. So since we picked the perfect shade for Nicole, notice that I'm not even using so much foundation. I'm not piling it on. I'm not having a hard time blending it into her skin because it is her perfect shade. So even if I just put a little bit here on the forehead and blend it out, it looks flawless already. There.
I think a lot of people would also ask about, using your fingers. It's actually one of the best ways, really, to
Yes.
apply and blend your foundation because of the warmth also of your fingers.
Yeah, and tipid sa product. It's not
Yeah.
going to the brush or the sponge.
I think 50% actually goes to the sponge.
Yeah,
Use the
exactly.
sponge.
So you want to make sure just to blend a bit here.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like she's wearing foundation. It just looks like her skin, but better. So what's nice about this foundation, although it's matte, it actually has glycerin in it, so it will actually hydrate your skin throughout the day, which is nice because it won't make your skin look too dry. There.
What I like actually about this foundation, which probably you won't see it because after mga 4 hours of wearing it, it actually seems better.
Yeah.
With especially when it's worn out foundation.
Exactly.
So
It's
now
that
it's very
foundation, the more you wear it, looks
throughout the
better.
day. It actually looks better. You look more glowy also.
Exactly. All right, so let's move on to concealer. So I'm using, of course, the best-selling Radiant Creamy Concealer. So I always recommend this if you are applying it on the under eye area because it has that radiance aspect to it. So it will make the under eye area look brighter. On the other hand, we also have the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. So this actually inspired the foundation because a lot of people actually use this also as a foundation and it's very good in covering blemishes on the face. Alright, so if you are trying to cover up any blemishes on the face, I suggest getting the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And then for your under eye area, the Radiance Concealer. So one tip, if you are covering blemishes on the face, choose a concealer shade that is your, true shade. Because if you use a lighter shade, it will stand out. So I don't really recommend using your under eye concealer on the rest of your face because then
Yes, because it's too bright also. Too
Exactly.
light. So yeah, sometimes what I do is actually buy two shades of concealers. So one for actually just covering up, especially on days I have like pimple marks and dark spots like during the time of the month.
Yeah. Hey, we're at 700 viewers.
Wow,
Hi to our
live.
live viewers on
Thank you so
Facebook.
much. Yes, we hope
Invite
you're
more
learning.
friends.
Thank you. Wow.
All right. So on Nicole today, she's usually a custard, but I have to adjust to a ginger. Okay.
You can actually also use ginger. Ginger is what I use for my blemishes.
Yeah.
When I was a shade lighter.
Oh, now under eye mo na
Yes,
siya.
yes, yes.
Alright, so another tip for concealer because I know a lot are concerned about fine lines, being more pronounced when they apply a concealer. So again, layering. Start with very, very thin layers on the under eye. So what I like to do is I actually like to, put the product on the back of my hand first because sometimes when you put the wand directly to your face, there's too much product on there. And then you're like blending for days. So put it on the back of your hand, start in the inner corner. Usually this is the darkest area. And then just blend out. And I'm doing it on the other side as well. So for me, you don't have to put it all over because we're gonna blend it. You have a
Is
question?
there a rule in terms of application? I noticed that you applied foundation before the concealer first. Does it make a difference?
For me, it's really up to you what you prefer. For me, I like to put foundation first, just so we are covering majority of the face. And then for your concealer, that's when you can go in and add where you need lang.
Yeah.
And then once you've applied kasi your foundation, you'll see na, oh, maybe I don't really need that much makeup because you've already addressed the other concerns. Okay, so using your ring finger to blend the concealer, and then this is what I'm going to do to just blend out the product where Nicole needs it. There. So tapping motions I know sometimes it's very tempting to just, apply your makeup and just like rub it everywhere. But remember to be gentle with your eye area because friction will add to the darkness. Okay? And look at the difference. This side, right? She's already ready for her cocktails later. So be gentle when applying. And again, you don't need a lot of product depending on the, severity of the under eye area. But most often than not, a little bit of product goes a very long way. Especially with a product like the Radiant Creamy Concealer. Ooh.
Should listen to everything we're gonna say because we're giving away some prizes also.
Yes.
So for the live viewers as well as for those who are actually here. So
Yeah.
so this is the
Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. So I'm using that on Nicole. So for the ladies who have, ladies or gentlemen or whatever, if you have a concern of deep, under eye discoloration, try going a shade darker. Because sometimes when you apply a really bright concealer on, discoloration, it tends to look gray. And then
Yes,
it
I
makes you look,
agree.
like more haggard.
It's a good tip.
Yeah. So, or also we have a corrector. We have the Radiant Creamy Color Corrector. So that would be a perfect product to add to your makeup routine.
Yes, actually for everybody who's kind of like new to the brand, just in case, I think a lot of people really get converted to Nars also because of the concealers. The Radiant Creamy Concealer is actually a super duper icon
Yes.
for the brand. And even for me, I've been using that for years. And it's
Yeah.
always a staple. Like every time I run out, I just keep on buying.
So what do you guys think? How does her skin look? Do you think she looks gorgeous already? Nice and radiant?
Love it.
And as you can see, the foundation is seamless. Like you cannot see where her skin stops and her foundation starts. So this is what we want to achieve.
And I like also that there's no demarcation line here because we really use the correct foundation.
Yeah.
Usually that's when you know when you're not using the right
Yeah.
shade. That's when you see parang it's
A line,
so there's a
right
line.
there. And then you have to blend it into your scalp na. Okay, so next is I'm just going to prep her lips with one of my favorite products. So Nicole and I were talking earlier that we're not really lipstick girlies, but we do love a good lip balm. And I have this in my car, in my bag, basta anywhere where I need it. So this is the Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Orgasm, of course. Ah, okay.
Sorry, I'll just wipe my lips because I feel like there's dry skin.
Here you go. Of course, I'm using a brand new lip balm on her, okay? So, always prep the lips. So, treat it like your skin, diba? We prep the skin with primer, moisturizer. So, at the same time, also prep the lips with lip balm. That way, pag tapos na yung makeup and you're at the part of applying your lipstick, your lips are nice and moisturized. That's okay.
You're gonna see, sorry, my lips are a bit chappy.
So I want you guys to see the difference before and after applying this lip balm because I love the shade of this. So it gives you a gorgeous pink glow to the lips with just super little, all you need, and it gives you a nice pink, her lips look very kissable now. Ayan.
Love it. I actually use this also. I have my own orgasm lip balm.
Sometimes now when I go out, I don't bring the lipstick. I'll just bring this one
That
for,
one.
for
Yeah.
retouch because it's so nice.
Kind
Alright.
of enhances also the natural color of your lips. So I think it also matches a lot of skin tones.
Yes.
Just much like the orgasm blush.
Yes, it's very flattering on a lot of different skin tones. All right, so moving on, let's set the makeup with, of course, another bestseller, the light reflecting setting powder. So this is another iconic product of Nars. And this one, really, a lot of people love this powder. And my tip for you with this, in using this powder is it is a veil, okay? A very sheer veil on the face. It's not meant to be used for baking because I know that's very in
Yeah,
nowadays.
don't bake with this one.
Again, it has light, it's in the name, light reflecting. So if you pack it on and you use this to bake, it's not going to give you that finish that it's supposed to give you. So what I like to use is a
It's really
powder
for
brush.
setting, right?
Yes,
What I like about this is that it also helps in keeping your makeup
intact.
intact all
Yeah.
day
And
without being too matte as well.
and
So
what's
parang
nice,
there's
it's
just glow lang.
yeah, it's
Very natural.
translucent din siya. So hindi siya magta-transfer sa mask. Yeah. And you just need a little light layer of this. So what I like to do is, okay, before setting your concealer, make sure there are no creases, because if you set the crease, it's there na the whole day. So remove any crease, blend it out first, and light patting motions, and then I'm gonna blend it down on the rest of the face. So this will just give you a gorgeous sheen. Like it makes your skin look like skin. It's not like other powders where it makes it look really flat. So this one still ano,
There's dimension and there's
yes,
depth pa rin. So
dimension. And it also has a photochromic technology. So that means it adjusts to any source of light. So if you're like Nicole and you're online all the time, may mga live or Instagram stories or TikTok, this is perfect. Pag may ring light, so it will really make your skin look filtered without the filter.
and all sorts of lighting, like could be yellow, fluorescent,
Sunlight,
sunlight would look
correct.
good as well.
Okay, so we're just setting the other side. And what I like about this, I can't really explain it. It's matte, but yun nga, parang it's not matte. It's sheer, but gives you that powerful setting aspect as well.
So for people who are not so used to loose powder, there's actually a pressed version of this
Yes.
also, which is what I usually use because I like pressed
Having it.
powders. It also works the same.
Yes. So I'm just going to swipe a little bit on the eyelid. So if you have oily eyelids, you notice that your eyeshadow creases throughout the day, put a small, tiny layer of powder there as well. So this will just give you a barrier between your skin and the eyeshadow. So that's the powder. Again, light reflecting setting powder. And then for the face and the eyes, we are going to use the full dimension palette.
This is my favorite. Again, it's called the Full Dimension Palette.
Yeah.
It's part of the new collection, right?
It's a previous collection, but it's still available now. And you know, with Nars,
A recent collection.
if it's a collection, once it's gone for good.
But this one is really amazing because it has four shades for the cheeks, for the everywhere.
Everywhere.
For bronzer also.
It's so versatile. You can usually I bring this one with me when I travel,
Yeah.
like going to the beach or whatever, because it has everything that I need in it. Okay. So
Is there
first,
one shade lang for that?
sorry.
Is it only one shade for the full dimension?
No, it's actually four. You have two types of bronzers. You have a matte one, a shimmery one. You also have two blush shades here. You have private viewing and double dare. So again, it's also a matte and a shimmery one. So really depends on your mood, what you want to achieve. Okay, so first let's add a bit of dimension to Nicole's gorgeous face.
This is my favorite part, actually. I cannot
Not do it.
not do it.
So I'm
It
going to
instantly,
use.
I mean, you're gonna see it also. It will totally create dimension and kind of like lift and
Yeah.
slip face.
Right.
It's a super good trick if if you don't wanna go under the knife and things like that. So it's super easy also.
Exactly. So I'm going to use the shade in graphic content. So this is the matte bronzer. So always tap off excess product from the brush. And then, so we're going to start on the cheek and we're going to create dimension on the cheek. So a good guideline, if you're still not sure how to add dimension to the face, what I like to do is I like to measure the tip of the ear going down to the edge of the lip. So that is your guide of where to apply your bronzer. Okay, that is your guide. So just right here. So normally you would put your bronzer just right here. But for me, if you put it too low, it won't give you that lifting effect. So this is where I like to apply it. And apply it starting close to the hairline, blending down. And use circular motions so that you're blending it nicely into the rest of the face. Yeah. And Nicole is nice and tan, so she's gonna look like a bronzed goddess.
I love it.
There.
But I can't wait to show them. Like, you can actually see half of my face later
Yeah.
versus the other side. So,
And again, we want people to kind of think like, she looks kind of different. What did she do? But not really knowing what it is.
more lifted.
Yes, more lifted. And then, so what I like to do is to blend down here. So under the jawbone. Not on the jaw, but under the jawbone.
So this is actually to tackle, double chins and basically like hide with makeup, of course.
The illusion.
The illusion. Just the illusion.
We want the fantasy. So again, we want to achieve a seamless transition. We don't want it to look like, okay, her contour is here, her blush is here, her highlight is here. We want it all to melt together. So again, you want to blend. I always say blend is your friend, and not just with eyeshadow, but all steps of makeup.
And what I like about Nars is also the powders are really blendable, so you'd rarely see them like lines or harsh lines when you use the product.
Exactly. So again, I'm just blending it up onto her forehead because naturally this is where the sun would hit your face first. So you just want to blend that in.
This brush actually feels so nice.
It's like a kitten paw, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
What is it called again?
It's
In
called
case they're curious.
okay, it's called the Yachiyo Brush. This is our best-selling brush. So you can use it for bronzer, for powder, for blush. I use it for everything. Yeah. So in my kit, I have like three of this because I love
It
it
feels
so
so
much.
gentle.
Yeah. Okay, so as you can see before, after, nice and sculpted. We don't know what she did.
Slimmer, more lifted. What did
Exactly.
Nicole do? Did she get
Exactly.
like, I don't know,
It's
like,
just
did she go to the
bronzer.
derma?
Okay, so of course we'll do the same on the I'll show you guys. We'll show you guys. We'll achieve a whole look just using this palette. So if you guys watching on Facebook, if you have any questions, just type it up and we will try our best to answer your questions. And then blending up into the forehead. And what I like to do is I actually like to add a little bit. So since Nicole is nice and tan, as I always say, I'm so ingit with her tan. I wish I was that tan also. So what I like to do recently is I'll add a little bit on the nose as well. Kasi nga when we're at the beach, it's not just that area that becomes tan. It's also a little bit here on the nose and the cheeks area. This will give you that sun-kissed glow. There. Love it. Go.
I love that bronzer.
Yeah, it's nice,
I
right?
usually use Laguna, but this
But
one
now
is
that
nice
you're
also.
more
Yeah,
tan.
love it. Yeah.
So I will use the other bronzer on the palette, which is a bit more shimmery. So this is going to be our highlight. Yeah.
Again, this is the full dimension palette, right?
Full dimension palette. This is the number two, and we have a number one, the one that Nicole's been using. Yeah. This is a bit lighter. Yeah. Oh, I love this highlighter. It's so gorgeous. And this will just really give life to the skin. I love a good highlighter. Yeah, love it.
I actually like highlighters that are powders also because it's easier to blend versus the liquid ones. Especially if you're wearing foundation.
Yeah. All right, so this is our gorgeous base. And now I'm going to show you guys how you can use your bronzer as your eyeshadow as well. Okay, so this is my favorite lazy girl trick. If nagmamadali na and I don't really want to think about the eyeshadow that I'm going to use, I'm just going to use my bronzer as my eyeshadow.
I think I'm gonna learn also from you because I haven't done that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Especially
I
if
want
you're
to see
in
the
a rush.
result.
And it's always nice to use shades that are the same shade that you've used
It's like
throughout the
complimenting na. So you
Mhm.
won't have to think if they're gonna
You don't
match
have to
the
think about
bag.
it.
No.
Exactly. My favorite look to create when I'm lazy is a monochromatic look.
Yes.
So that's what we're gonna do.
I think that's also the trend these days. Like same shade for your eyes, for your cheeks,
Yeah,
for
especially if
lips.
you're going to the office na and you don't really have time. Okay, anong palette ang gagamitin ko? How do I, put together these colors? So this is like an easy way to do it. Okay, close. So I'm just going to apply a layer all over the eyelid. And again, blending up to the brow bone. And as you can see, it's already nice and complementing Nicole's, the bronzer that we put on earlier. And it's giving, gorgeous definition on the eyes, but not really making it too complicated. I always say that makeup can be as easy or as complicated as you want it to be. So if it's your style that your makeup is just super easy, no fuss, then go for it. All right. So again, blend is your friend. So always blend your eyeshadow. You don't want any demarcations on the eye. And I like this brush because it's nice and fluffy. It's doing all the work for me. And when holding your brush, you don't want to hold it too close to the bristles of the brush. You want to give a little bit of room
For
for movement.
movement, right? To be
Exactly.
able to blend better.
Because sometimes when you're using it like this, parang nanggigigil ka masyado and
And you end up parang putting more pressure also.
yes.
So it's nice if it's further so that it can actually move.
And the lightest, use a very light touch para rin you can easily blend the pigments of the eyeshadow. Oh, sorry, it's okay.
Actually, doing this is actually a good tip also for those, especially who are super intimidated by eyeshadows.
Yeah.
A lot of Filipinos are actually
Yes.
intimidated by eyeshadows, but with a palette like this, you can actually just use one shade and it will blend easily.
Exactly. And again, you don't have to think about it being bagay with the rest of the stuff you use. There. I think this is a nice basic eye. And this can, take you to the office or
Day to night.
yeah, or grocery, why not? You never know who you're gonna bump
This is a
into.
super duper wearable look. I love it.
Exactly. So now, if you want to make it a little bit more, I don't know, for dinner or something like that, let's move on to. I want to use. I'm like debating. Which one should I use? I want to use
For the blush,
this one.
oh,
It's so nice. So you want to add just that pop
for
of
the eye
color.
also.
Yeah. So again, since it is a blush, you will find the shade already on your face. So this is a nice complementing color. And again, you don't have to think about it. They work well together. You already know it. They work well together. So just a gorgeous pop of color on the eyelid. And again, guys, if you have any questions, Nicole and I will answer them. Don't be shy. There.
Just type them in the
Chat
comment,
box.
yeah,
Yeah.
comment box,
Or
and then we'll
anywhere.
get to all your questions later on.
Yeah. Okay. So since we're we put na the blush on the eyes, I'll apply it on the cheek as well. So if you want a more lifted look, I recommend applying the blush a little bit on the side of the face and blending it up towards the temples. There.
So just imagine it like that. So
Yes.
you can actually create a lifting effect versus um, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going up,
So it's up. So it's like you really create a
lifting.
lifting effect. But of
We're
course, a lot of people still like doing that for like it's also cute,
yes.
right? So it's really up to you.
It
Like
really
depends on the
depends.
look you want to create for the day.
Exactly.
But for me, I really like lifted.
Exactly. So I'm applying it just again going upwards. We're working against gravity, so always up. There. Gorgeous. I love this ano on you. I think you need to buy this later.
I know. I'm gonna check it out in the store.
By the way, this is on a special promo today until May 22. So it's 20% off,
30.
30%
Wow.
off.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I think I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, 30% off.
Yes, 30% off. It's again, it's the full
Full dimension
dimension.
palette.
This is two.
This is number
Yeah, this
two,
is
and this
one.
is number one.
So I
Maybe you
guess for
can
those
show
with
them.
a fairer, lighter
Yeah.
skin, this would should work. Yeah.
So this one's more of a coral shade, and that one is more of a pink shade over there. Okay, so we have a few questions. How do you pick blush shades that complement skin tone? So for me, I don't know, since I'm a makeup artist, I always like to try first before I say, ay, hindi yan bagay. Or
Yeah.
because you might just surprise yourself. So
Yeah.
for me, of course, if you are more on the warmer skin tone, I think more of peach colors will complement you, just like the one I used on Nicole today. But
Warmer
again,
also.
it's really up to you. If you're a makeup girl, you love to experiment,
Yeah.
go for it.
Actually, that's a good tip. It's a good lesson because I used to be so scared of coral shade or little
Yeah.
orangey shade of blushes. But then when I tried it, it looked so good pala on me.
Exactly.
So there are like little surprises also that you'd only find out when you actually try something. So it's nice to also, since especially now, you can actually go to the stores now
Yeah.
and explore, take advantage of the fact that the
You can
cases are
try.
down
Yeah,
also and you can actually go
exactly.
out. So I think it's a good time to also try out makeup at the store.
And when in doubt, just go for the orgasm shade.
Yeah, the orgasm
It's
shade is
always
actually
the safe shade.
universal. Yeah.
Does the full dimension palette have a combination for darker skin? So actually, the one that I use on Nicole, the full dimension 2 palette, is the one for more morena skin. So this is the one. But I mean, the
Even
other
this
one
one could
also
work. So
is super good.
yeah.
Yeah. You see the difference?
Is the bronzer here Laguna? No.
No,
It's different
it's
also.
indecent.
Indecent. Yeah.
So controversial talaga mga names ni Nars.
Yeah, so Nars is actually founded by
Francois
Francois Nars.
Nars.
So it was founded in New York, right?
Yes. So actually, he was a makeup artist who moved to New
To New York.
York.
He's
And
French.
yes, he's French, and he pursued his career in New York, and that's where the brand was born. Okay, so I think that's all our questions for now. Maybe later on there will be more. Okay, so to finish off the look, what do you think, Nicole?
I love it.
So
And I
easy.
like when other people actually do my makeup because I end up like doing something that I don't usually do.
Yeah.
So I super love this look. I think I'm gonna copy it, especially the one that you did to
The
my eye.
bronzer,
Yeah,
diba?
the bronzer, yeah.
I mean,
Galing.
if you want a 5-minute look that looks cohesive, put together, then that is your one and done trick.
I
Go
also
for
like
it.
the parang glow that
Yeah,
the highlighter also created.
super nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of eyeliner. So, of course, if you want more dimension on the eye, you can go ahead and put eyeliner. So, close the eyes. And if you don't like too dramatic eyeliner look, what I would do is apply the eyeliner super close to the lash line. And if you can see, I'm using broken lines. I'm not applying a straight line right away because our eye is not a flat plane. It's curved. So you want to make sure that you follow that curve using just the broken lines, especially if you find it a bit challenging to put eyeliner. This is a great tip to try. And pag buo na siya, it looks straight naman. So, works out.
It's a nice trick.
Yeah.
Oh nga, amazing.
Di ba?
Yeah.
it looks buo naman.
Yeah.
And make sure you put the eyeliner really close to the lash line. You don't want the gaps to be seen. So look here, Nicole.
Which eyeliner is this?
Oh, this is the high pigment longwear eyeliner. Okay, just open your eye, look down here on the side. So I want to get this corner right here. So what I like about this eyeliner, it's really long wearing. So once you put it down, it's not going anywhere until you take it off, of course. So there. Yeah. And you know what I love about it also? It's really intense black. It doesn't look gray or washed out or anything like that. It's really nice and black. So make sure that when you are shopping for an eyeliner, it's that intense black. Okay? And it's super creamy too. And we're just doing the broken lines again, just following the lash line. There. There.
I like the broken lines trick because it also means that you don't have to tug
You don't
your
have to go
lash
like
line.
this.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that, my friends, will give you wrinkles. We don't want to
And not
add.
pantay also. If you do that,
Yeah.
you'll realize that when you end up
And then
doing
when
that,
you
wala na.
release it, ay hindi pala pantay. And then you keep adding na. And then yung eyeliner mo, it's up to your eyebrows na pala. Diba?
The thing with this, it's also super creamy. So if you wanna make it more, parang you wanna blend it, it's also possible.
Yes.
You just have to do it right away before it actually sets and dries.
Correct. So now I also want to show you guys an underrated product. Nicole and I were talking about it. I'm just gonna ask her to remove the layer of lip balm that we applied. So now that her lips are nice and moisturized and juicy, we're going to apply the finishing touch.
Yeah, we were just talking about this earlier before we went out on live. This is one of my favorite products from Nars. And then
Yes.
when I tried it for the first time, I was super floored. I started using it every day for like 2 weeks straight. This is
Yeah.
my favorite.
So this is the soft matte lip balm. Okay, so I was telling Nicole nga, we're not really ma-lipstick. Like, I don't really want to think about my lips when I'm out and about. So this product is perfect
Yeah,
for you
love it.
guys who are not really fans of lipstick, but you want something. So this is actually a hybrid. It's a lip balm, but as you can see, as you will see later, the Afterglow lip balm is super shiny, super sexy, and this one is super nice and super
It's
soft,
natural.
matte,
Yeah, soft
natural.
matte, natural looking. Parang
My
your lips
lips
but
but
better.
Yes, yun na nga yun. So I'm using the shade Intimate. And all the shades in this range are, again, your lips but better shades. So it will complement your lips and make them look just a little bit better than they normally are. So it will give you a gorgeous wash of color without it looking too harsh. So again, another product that you don't even need a mirror to apply this. Or when you're in the car, you're rushing to get out and you just need that something on the lips. And what's great about this, it is a lip balm. So it's nice and nourishing on the lips as well. There.
I wish you could feel it also. Like, cause that really feels very light, and my lips actually feel so much moisturized as well.
Yeah. But
Parang it's not like drying or
yeah. And
yeah,
the
but you see there's a
difference,
bit of color as well.
super hint
Light
of
lang.
color,
So you
super
can
light.
actually apply it even without looking at the mirror. Just do that and you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about it.
The mad girl tips. Yun talaga.
Yes.
So, if you want like a lip balm that will make your lips look nice and juicy with a little bit of shimmer in it, go for the Afterglow lip balm. But if you are more, on the conservative side, you want something that looks like lipstick but still keeping your lips nourished, so go for the soft matte lip balm as well. But like
Love it.
like I showed you guys, you can prep the lips first with this one and then have this one in your bag ready to go. Right? So I think Nicole is ready for her cocktails
I'm
later
ready for my
on.
cocktails. Actually, it's cocktail hour.
It's cocktail hour na. Buy one, take one.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Okay, so
have-
we will be at the Nars store. right here behind us. If you have any more questions, and those who are watching us live, if you have any more questions, just type it up and Nicole and I will try our best to answer. So I think we're ready for our questions, for our game.
Our game. Yeah, so we're ready for our game.
So we will pick three winners here
Three winners of the
in
live
our
here
audience and three winners who are
online.
watching on
Online.
Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hopefully, yeah. So our
So we
questions.
have the questions
Yeah,
here.
to look at the questions.
We have our cheat sheet.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So Tammy, go ahead.
Okay. So
So
we briefly mentioned this earlier, but if you could name the founder of Nars. Bilis.
Okay. So
Parang,
we're gonna take
parang
notes
first
of that.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. So for this one, we're gonna pick one from we're gonna pick one from I think the first one from Facebook, and then also the first one to raise your hand here.
Kailangan ulit,
at
parang
the
sabay
live.
sila.
So the question is again, name the founder of Nars.
Half na yun nung name
Oh,
niya.
raise your hand.
Do we have a winner in the FB Live? Later na lang. But they will say the answer. They will know.
Do we have a winner from the live?
If we
Well,
announce
we're just
the
waiting.
answer.
Who is the founder of Nars? Again,
Who
that
is
is the
the
question.
founder of Nars?
So for this, we're gonna actually pick one from Facebook Live, and we're giving away. I'm not sure what the price is, but we're giving away a Nars product also for you. Of course, we're gonna
And you can
contact
pick it
you.
up here at Central Square.
Central
Meron na
Square.
daw.
Meron na free
Oh, wait
Facebook.
lang. Meron na.
Okay, so since we
Okay.
have now on Facebook,
Facebook.
Live, we're gonna pick one from the
pumili.
live. Who was the one who you saw
Itong
kanina?
dalawa.
Is it Chrissy or is it Meg?
I think her.
Okay, Chrissy. Francois
Yeah.
Nars. Okay, very good. So that's the correct answer, of course. The founder of Nars is again
O, bawal na
Francois
kayo
Nars.
sumagot. Just kidding.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we can do the second question already.
Okay. So name the iconic blush shade. Oh, siya na una.
Okay,
Wait lang.
we're gonna wait
We'll
for
give
the
chance
Facebook
to
Live.
Facebook, someone to answer sa Facebook before we get your answer.
So if they actually find the correct answer on Facebook, at least one of the viewers. Again, the question is,
That's
name
so
the
easy.
iconic blush shade
I kept
of
saying
Nars.
it kanina. My mom is here. Meron na.
The iconic
nanalo
blush
na.
shade of Nars, which is actually also the shade that we used for
The lip balm.
the lip balm
Yes.
earlier.
Nako. Ayaw nila sumagot sa Facebook.
No, it's a bit delayed kasi on Facebook, I guess. So
yeah.
we just have
So,
to wait
the
a bit.
question
Sorry.
is...
Okay, so we
Oh,
have an
meron
answer.
na.
We have a correct answer on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, so from the live
Madam,
audience, hi, what's your name?
Sigawin mo para marinig. Orgasm.
Orgasm, yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, and for the final question, again, we're gonna pick one from Facebook Live and one from the live audience here. Name
ahead.
of the cheek palette. I guess we talked about this earlier, and I mentioned it so many times. So, name of the cheek palette that was used on
Ito
me.
siya. Oh.
So this one. Okay, so we have one here of the live. So we're just gonna wait for the answer
Yung mga nasa
from
Facebook,
Facebook.
nag-google pa. Just kidding.
I hope you guys were listening also. So again, the question is, what's the name of the cheek palette that was used on me? Of course, there's a blush, there's like a bronzer, everything. We also use it for my eyes.
2 blush and 2 bronzer is what is
Yes.
in this palette. The blank palette. The blank palette.
So yeah, black palette.
2 words. Oh,
2
clue.
words. Okay. So as we wait for the answers from Facebook,
Any questions, guys?
yeah.
While
if you
we
have
wait.
anything, yeah, we're gonna answer some questions that you have. You have a
Kahit,
question?
kahit
Christine?
about love life. Joke. Except, what is the name of this palette? That's not included in the questions.
What is the name of the cheek palette that was used on me? So Yeah, so we have the answer already. Okay, so for the live audience, who? Yes, Meg, what's the answer? Yeah,
Full
so again, it's full
dimension
dimension. So
palette.
that's the palette used to me. And again, it's at 30% off if you end up going to any of the Nars stores,
Yes.
especially the one here at Central Square Mall at BGC.
So
So come on over.
come visit us at Central Square. If you would like to purchase the full dimension palette, it is currently at 30% off. Yeah.
We also would like to talk about some of the new launches that you might be interested to actually get. Of course, the Afterglow collection,
We have this,
which is,
yes, actually it's beside you, Nicole, that palette over
you know, I
there.
actually have this also. I use this a lot.
Yeah.
It's super,
So
super beautiful if you can see it. I hope you could see it. But yeah. So this is, you can actually use this for your cheeks, for your
for your
eyes.
eyes, if you want to experiment, this is the perfect palette to have since it has a wide range of colors to
And
choose from.
highlighter also.
And
Can,
highlighters or shimmery blush. So this is part of the Afterglow collection. We also have the Afterglow lip shines over there beside Nicole as well. So if you are a fan of
actually, yes.
glossy
I have
lips,
those also. Actually, those two.
yeah,
I love that.
gorgeous. Okay, so I think that we
Yeah.
have more promos.
No, just last part na. So for the specialist, there's actually a Viber group that you could join, or you can also reach them via Instagram.
And
So you'll see,
Facebook
yeah.
also, apparently. And you can subscribe now on YouTube as well, SSI Live. So you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
And
Yeah.
something super exciting. This is something that I think a lot of people would be interested to know also. There are several promos from Nars. So the Shade Shifters promo. So what all you need to do is actually present any old
Yes.
Nars
Any.
makeup, anything, maybe your old, palettes, old, maybe expired makeup as well.
Actually, I think it doesn't have to be a NARS makeup. It can
Can be
be
anything.
any.
Okay, so it
Any
can be any
makeup.
makeup.
Any
So
makeup. Because you want to replace it with NARS.
yeah, so all you need to do is present any old makeup to receive 500 voucher of your foundation purchase plus a free full-size tinted glow booster. OMG. You
Hmm.
get a full-size tinted glow booster for free. That is so amazing. I actually love the tinted glow booster.
Isa pa yun, underrated product.
Underrated. It's something that you could actually use for if you want to look glowing. If
Yeah.
you want parang, gosh, it's so beautiful. It's perfect also for those with dry skin.
It's a
I love
complexion
that.
enhancer. So
You get it,
that's what
you'll
it
get
is.
it for free if you present your old makeup plus 500 voucher
If you buy.
if you buy a foundation.
So the
Okay.
store is right there.
Yeah.
So I'll
And
see you
then
there.
another thing, if you buy minimum 3,500, you'll actually get a
Full
free
size lip
full-size lip
product.
product. Wow.
Maybe it
And
will be the Afterglow lip balm. Maybe lang,
maybe,
maybe.
yes. And of course, if you buy 5,000 worth naman, you get a full-size product
On
on
top
top
of
of the
the
lip
lip
product. So you get
product.
two
Two.
free products.
Exactly.
Wow, okay. I think I'm gonna
So
go to the
parang
store after
nabalik
this.
sa'yo yung 5,000
Yeah.
pala.
So
Di
super
ba?
sulit. So I guess the promos are running until, I don't know, I think this month.
Yes.
Yeah, but for the full dimension palette, it's 30% off until May
May
22
22.
only. So hopefully you'd be able to check that out, which I'm wearing right now.
All right.
There. So
That's it, guys.
if we
Thank
don't
you
have
so
any more
much.
questions, we're gonna wrap up the live. Thank you so much. Again, I'm Nicole of the Beauty Edit, and of
And
course,
I'm Tamara from Nars. So we'll see
thank
you at the
you.
store.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
You look gorge. We have to have dinner now.